So you was rocking that something? Nah, I was a jizzle, bro. What the fuck you think? You must have been there when I was there then. What's your name? Like, what you is? Because if you was there with all of them, then we was there. Cuba? So you were obviously rocking with the Chicos. I don't think I knew you though, bro. Was we ever in the dorm together? Cause it was me and EJ them that almost killed the Mexican jit in C dorm. We ain't mean to. I came up to you in orange hats. So you was in C dorm. You was in C dorm when I was in C dorm. Yeah, I slept right next to the motherfucking bathroom. That's a fact. That's a fact. Yup, so we was in there. Cause I forget which one of the Chicos ran up, but he ran up on me, he was like, man, what's up? Why you getting into this shit? He was like, why you getting in this shit? Ain't you blood? I'm like, man, I'm from Tampa, bro. Cause they was wondering why I was helping them flip the Chico. You feel me? They ain't know I was from the city though. But yeah, Jit almost died, bro. We stuffed his ass under the toilet and everything. That Mexican crib. That shit was crazy. Oh, that was you? Okay. Okay, I remember now. What? You walked up tough as shit, too. You were like, man, what's up? I'm like, man, who the fuck? Yeah, you gotta DM me, bro. You definitely gotta DM me, bro. That's funny. Bro, you ran up, slap on me, too, bro. You ran up like, man, what's up? You were ready to bump, boy. I remember all that shit. I'm like, who the fuck is this, dog? And I had the poker, too. So you already know what I'm thinking, you feel me? Like, cause it was like my first day.
Mike was my bunkie, back, you know, because we're going to get to the barbershop story. And we were straight. We were cool, we you know. But I'm already in that category with the Chicos. I'm already in too deep. It's like what they used to say in there. And it's a fucked up thing. Don't take it personal, it's business. So that Friday was coming up. And that's when Bam came too. You know, Bam from Tampa, I think, or Polk County, one of them. He's the one that got wet up.
From Orlando, we got the chipped tooth.
Yeah, he's the one that got stabbed. Yep. Mike in Jamaica got fired up. Jamaica got fired up by AJ. I fired up Mike. So whatever. So now I'm talking to local. So the whole meeting, the whole point of
just to let everybody know, all three of them were the Bloods that I met when I hit CFIC. So when I went to CFIC, I got pressed by all of them, by Mike, not Jamaica though. I don't think Jamaica was there, but Mike was there. Junebug was there, even though he's a 7, and that's the one who verified me because we was from the same area in Tampa. Yeah, so all of them boys was in CFIC. That's when I met them, Bam, and then they all got shit. And the first thing I heard is the story that he's about to tell y'all about what happens when the Bloods hit Sumter.
Yeah, so now this meeting is about them Bloods can't hit the pound. Because in Orange Hats, they were like 5-6 deep. And that would have been kind of bad for them over there because they don't want to take. They could handle 2-3. They could handle 6. But is it worth it? Because them boys really don't want to go to the box. It's really an intimidation. They love it when 1 or 2 niggas come. It's an intimidation. They come 20 deep. But 6 niggas is kind of like, okay, what the fuck we going to do? We can still rock out with these boys. We all going to go to the box and lose all this money, which is jizzles and shit like that. So anyway, so boom, that's what the meeting was about. It was about flipping the Bloods. And I wasn't okay with it, dog, because he was my bunkie. I became kind of cool with them. And I was like, fuck, dog, like, damn. And then that's when I was like, you know what? It got to be done. I'm already in too deep. And that's it. I just gave in to that weak part, which is, shouldn't have done it, but hey, we do what we do. So boom. So these boys keep asking me if I'm going to join. this, that, if I'm gonna become a tres or I'm gonna become brown pride. Like, these niggas want me already. They like how I talk. They like how I stand. They're fond of me. Which, you know, I kind of respect them too, but I know they have a different mentality than me. This is literally their life. That wasn't my life, bro. I had to become a product of my environment. I had to adjust. I had to adapt. I had to become an animal. I had to continue to just be this dick, this animal, and just, you know, I'm alone. I got to do this. I don't got mommy here. I don't got daddy here. I got nobody. It's me, bro. So whatever, I told them how I felt about the whole TOA shit. So, you know, they was telling me about how Kilo really got no pressure with you. You know, he just don't like what you said about his cousin, whatever. So long story short, they kept trying to make me join, bro. And I was like, no, I'm gonna rock with y'all. That's it. For me, I ain't gonna join nothing. So now that Friday comes, I think we did it on a Saturday. I think it was a Saturday when the barbershop was open and it was chilling. We had that Officer Shanigan. He was cool as fuck. Rash Klein wasn't there. We wouldn't be able to do that shit, bitch. For sure, that bitch be babysitting us, my nigga. She called us her babies. Like, nigga, that bitch was annoying, my nigga. Nigga, that bitch was annoying, dog. Yeah. But Shanigan, he was there. We're on the C-dorm side with the permanents, hanging out, cooking, goulash, chilling. Man, Rash Clan, that we can't even look at them boys without her saying some shit. Right. So it was the day. That was the day to do it. So there was a Chico named Edgar. They called him Ojo. He had one eye. He's from Tampa. He was in E-dorm, but he became a permanent now. He's in C-dorm. Munoz went to E-dorm. I'm still in contact with Munoz because remember, he was my first, like, I got cool with him again now too. I forgot to tell you too, dog. CT and the boys had a sit down with me and they wanted me to become a blood. CT told me that. Remember I told you CT
was trying to bring home so many people, bro. I had to check that man about that shit, bro.
Yeah, but CT was really like, I remember I told you when I first got there, CT was watching me.
Yeah.
And he came up to me and he basically seen me chilling with Brandon a lot. So I guess he liked me or whatever. And he was just telling me, like, what's up? Like, you rock with us. Like, and I told him what it was. I was like, bro, at the end of the day, if I was to become a gang member, this is what I used to tell everybody. I would become a king. Because somebody in my family is a king. So I grew up wanting to always be a king. Believe it or not, I always wanted to be a king. Until I really figured out and been in there and seen what everything is about. And there's nothing wrong with that. But it's bigger than just me becoming this king, and I'm just not okay with. I know there's a lot of kings that are really not kings. They're just in it for in it. And kings allow them to become a king, or like Bloods or folks. They just make people join. You know, I'm not trying to be a part of that. Like, if I was, and I told him, and if anything, I'm gonna make my own thing. So I was with that mindset. Now I'm on none of that. I don't want to be nothing. I want to, if anything, I do want to be, nigga, make a fucking empire, nigga. Like, of course, who's not? Everybody's doing that. It's not about. It's an organization. It's like, you know, that's what I'm on. It's building an empire for a cause, dog. Not just some shit we banging on people and we fucking, nigga. And all them gangs were made first for the oppression of the people, dog. Yep. For the government attacking them and putting them in this poverty. That's where it all came from. A lot of people kind of messed it up, or just not messed it up, but these young generations now, they didn't know how to be as smart as the ones back then. Now they got more hate and anger in their hearts. And instead of using that energy to really do something, they're using it to hurt, because they really hurt. Because you got to understand, these gangs, like, your blood, it's a brotherhood. It's family. It's stuff we're not used to. It's the life. It's the hand life deltas. So boom. So yeah, I told CT that I'm good. You know, I fought with him, and then boom, we ended up talking. He's showing me his girls. You know, he had a white girl.
The white girl, the bunny, the snow bunny.
Yeah, yeah. So you know,
yeah, man, I remember her.
Yeah, so you know, he's showing me pictures. I'm showing him my pictures. I'm like, damn, you got a good girl. She's riding with you though, like shit like that. Those were our conversations, dog.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we know we gotta rock out and do this shit. But when we really one-on-one, nigga, all we wanted to talk about was the streets and how, you know, hopefully shit get better. Hopefully, nigga, this ain't our life. Nigga, you know, time to, you know, that's what really the outside world will never really get. They think we're just animals and we want to cut bitches and we're just, hey, we trying to understand how the fuck to live in a prison. Like, who can understand that? Who can understand how to really live in there? You can't. It's chaos in there. It's to me, prison is the underworld. It is hell. Prison. There's good in it. I did good. I got my GED. But it's the underworld. Everything negative is in there. You already know, tattoos, drugs, guns. Not guns, but there's been a gun. Columbia CI.
You're from Tampa.
Yeah, so it's everything basically has hell, my nigga. Anything, if there would, I'm not really gonna talk about this whole hell and heaven thing. But if there was a hell, that is hell.
Yeah.
They created hell. This is hell, bro. When really hell and heaven is whatever you make it. You can be in there and everything be heaven. It's your state of mind. But that place is hell, bro. It's got everything you fucking need that is bad. You're around negative energy all day. It's not like out here I can literally be in my room away from it. And there, it's there. It goes nowhere. So we gotta literally fucking be so strong and understand, yo, like, we gotta take it. It humbles us, it strengthens us, it creates monsters in us. It does differently for each individual. To me, when I was there in Orange Hats and going through all that, my mindset was, fuck everybody. When I get out, I'm gonna shit on everybody. And that's not a good mindset to have. But that's another story. Back to the barbershop, right? So now the mission was to flip these boys, dog. And it's me, Loco, and Edgar. We're gonna do it. It's AJ, what other Zoe? KC. There was another Zoe. He was cool as fuck. Blue hats. There was 2 blue hats.
KJ?
Who else? Huh?
KJ?
KJ, not KC. KC was a G. KJ.
Yeah. KJ was the head.
Yes, exactly. Oh, yeah, KJ. I know KJ. KJ know me.
From Fort Pierce.
Oh, my name ended up becoming Cuba. I don't know why. I knew no Spanish, bro, when I went in. I understood them boys. I don't know why they called me Cuba. They should have called me something else. Like, you know. But Cuba, like, you would look at me, you would be like, that name doesn't fit you. Cuba. Who the fuck? You don't even look like a Cuba. Like, you look like you'll be like, call some other shit. But anyway. But in adult prison, my name changed. Yeah. So anyway, Loco called me Cuba. Fucking Loco. And who else? There was Steve-O, the Zoe. Crazy ass short Steve-O. He was there. Peoples was in there. See, I have a lot of opinions to say about all them people. But when you name somebody and I be like, yeah, that's him, it's because like KJ, Quay, those were them. When you name of these, like, this nigga, there's like, to me, they were all putting on. It reminded me of something, dog, right? This is when Mike and them knew it was pressure. Because everybody kept telling them now, yo, y'all better fold y'all shit before y'all hit the pound. So we're going to chow, right? And I think this is 2 days before they tried Mike and them. We're going to chow, and I'm in the back of the line. And, you know, F-Dorm pulls up. So them Chico J and them coming up, and these folks and shit they're telling me, like, oh, who you rocking with? Like, and I'm like, nigga, I'm rocking with the Chicos. He's like, why you rocking with the Chicos? I was like, nigga, because that's how it always is. Like, and he's like, oh, we gonna see about that. So I'm thinking I'm about to crash right there. So Chico J and them are right there. So I'm like, why the fuck these Chicos ain't, you know, telling these niggas nothing? Like, I'm the only one there. So now it made me fall back. And I told Loco, like, you got me fucked up. I ain't rocking behind y'all. I ain't none of that. I ain't doing that. Like, how the fuck he finna just let the nigga say this? So then that's when Loco was explaining to me that, you know, him and J Boo are like this. If anything, if you said what you said and you're telling me the truth, that's a good thing. You feel me? Because you didn't back down. You told him that's how it always is. That's exactly what I said when he asked me why I'm rocking with the Chicos. So now the same thing they did to me. Whatever they wrote a cut to Chico J. Chico J said, I'm good, you know, everything is not like that. Like, he need to chill out. He need to stop overthinking things. You know, shit like that. He need to sit his ass down. You know, we eat together. You feel me? So now the shit's getting real now. Bloods are finding out that, you know, Mike and them are finding out that they're going to get flipped. I'm his bunkie. I already know what's going on. So now I feel bad even talking to this nigga, knowing what's going to happen. And him not knowing that I'm going to be one of the ones. You feel me? And Mike came to me, bro, and he told me, like, oh, talk to your Chicos, bro. Like, what's good? Like, and I'm there in a position, like, what the fuck do I do, bro? Like, I couldn't. You know, you already know, you all in already. You got to force yourself to do what you don't want. You know, it's whatever, it's giving in, basically. I gave in. I didn't be a real nigga for a second. Because a real nigga wouldn't have let that happen regardless. But that's not true. It's whatever. It's opinions. That's all that it is. So they go to Chow. You know, Mike now, they're all in the back of the line. They don't want nobody behind them. Jamaica, Bam. And that's when Beast came, you know, Beast.
The GD.
Yeah. He came
I
with
was
Bam.
at CFRC with him.
Yeah, so he came, you know. He was in there too when the shit went down. And I see them boys, like, all them F-dorm niggas, bro. They like 30 deep, dog. Like, nigga, you know when we marching, we in a straight line? Bro, these niggas got all out of march. Because the officer went around, you know how they go around, right? And there'll be one over here watching the door.
Yeah.
So all these niggas in the back of the line, like, what's up? Y'all from the fold? And now Mike and them like, nigga, we ain't folding nothing. Nigga, it's whatever. We get it right now. Yeah. And I'm just like, damn. And then that's when Rash Clan came out. And she was like, get away from my orange hats. Brought us in. So now Mike and them like, yeah, it's gonna go down. I thought it was gonna go down right there in the chow hall, but it didn't. We go to the dorm, and then boom. Saturday morning comes. And Saturday morning comes, and they're like, we're gonna have a meeting with them. That's what they thought. I don't know why they didn't come strapped, dog. I don't know why. Like, I wanted to tell them boys, like, yo, strap up, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't. You know what I mean, I was like, whatever. So there was like 12 of us. There was 3 of them. And we go in there. And the nigga KJ, or I think C, this Zoe, is giving KJ a cut. One of them were giving each other a cut. You had a Chico here. I forgot his fucking name. I forgot his name. He was nothing, though. He didn't rock or nothing. He was a barber. And then that's when they're like, oh, so y'all gonna fold or what? And Jamaica started talking, bro. And when Jamaica started talking, the nigga AJ whack him with the fucking, he had a rock in a sock. Nigga, blah! And nigga, from then, it was game time. The boys trying to run out. The boys trying to get out. Mike's deep in the barbershop. And there's like 5 of us on him. One nigga grabbed the broom, whacking him with the broom. We jumping him. So me, I see the Clippers, bro. I'm already here. Like, I'm not here. Like, when I'm already there, I'm going to do damage. So I grabbed the Clippers, bro. And when he had his head down, you know, because he was getting jumped, I grabbed the Clippers. And you know, them Clippers hard as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
Them Clippers are like some ancient fucking old-ass Clippers they be cutting our fucking hair with. I grabbed it. And when I grabbed it, I'm holding it. Instead of hitting down, while I'm going, I go like this. As I'm going down, I throw it at his head. I don't just fire him up. I fire him up while I throw it and let it go and it go. Bah! And bro, the niggas was pushing us out. Bam got poked up. And finally they got out. They made it out. Luckily the camera doesn't have a good view there. And nigga, they came out and KJ and them KJ's telling Jamaica to wash the fucking cutoff. Man, he go wash that fucking cutoff. Me, Edgar, and Loco, we went to the middle where the bench is at. Like nothing happened. We're just there. where everybody's still there in the fucking ruckus, talking shit. And the nigga Mike, Jamaica turned on the faucet to clean himself, dog. And the nigga Mike is like, bro, don't clean yourself. Fuck these niggas, nigga. Fuck these niggas. You feel me? He's like, fuck y'all niggas. And then, nigga, when they go inside, nigga, Captain Brown, you remember Captain Brown?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Captain Brown was that baby.
Old 50-year-old freak, you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
But nigga, that lady knew what she was doing, man. Hey, so boom. So she came in, and Jamaica's in the shower, man. And it was about to be count time, bro. So she sees this man freaking coming out the shower with a rag of blood on his head. She calls him back to the booth. That's it. Nigga, next thing you know, nigga, all these fucking big hilly crackers, let's not say crap, big hillbilly ass motherfuckers come in now and tell all of us to fucking get the fuck up. And check this out, though. Mike is my bunkie. I just fired this man up, and he's right there next to me. So now it's like, I don't know why he didn't take off on me. I don't know. I'll never know what was going through his mind when it happened. But we're all there standing. I guess he wanted to get away with it. You know, I guess he did want to get away. He didn't want to go to the box, you know? And nigga, they coming up to us, and my hands are kind of red too now. So I'm like, fuck. They're checking everybody's hands. They're checking anybody got scars.
Yeah, you got to put your hands out and shit.
Yeah. So, they take all three of them. And and us 12, 13, we got away with it. Nothing happened to us. So just off that alone now my name is, this nigga Cuba, Chico. So now the Chicos and the Treses are saying that was my TOH. To make themselves feel better that I didn't get one. Because they really want. That's what I know. That wasn't my TOH, bro. That was just, I did prove myself, I guess. But that wasn't, they just said that. Because I wasn't with that TOH shit, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I wasn't on that at all. So boom, and I didn't believe in doing it myself. And that's where I kind of contradicted myself, because later during my time, I was doing TOHs, bro. That's another story. That's part of the story, I'm sure. So boom. So yeah, they went to the boss, dog, and yeah, dog, the Bloods got taken out, bro. It was crazy, dog. The Bloods didn't see no love in there, dog. The sevens, no cutthroats, and nigga cutthroats will go. They'll fold they shit. Like, they'll be there in the pound in the dorm, but they ain't repping. You know, I didn't condone that at all, nigga. If you what you is, nigga, it's to the death, bro. Don't just because you outnumbered, you fugazi to me, bro. You is.
Yep.
No, be what you is. Don't just be this for 1 second and then the next second, you know? You know, it's like a snitch, bro. It's like, I'm not here to say fuck a snitch because it's deeper than just snitching. It's, nigga, you did the fucking crime, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You got caught. You selfish, my nigga. It's you being selfish. You is a piece of shit. Take that shit. It's not because I don't want to be a snitch because it's not cool to be a snitch. Nigga, I'm not a snitch because at the end of the day, it's wrong, bro. You did the fucking crime. You fucking man up.
Yep.
Exactly. That's what I believe on snitches and shit. Fuck that. But
now, with all that being said, Mike, Bam, Jamaica, they all got flipped. They got taken out. Blood see no love. Tampa MPI sees no love. I was on that very next shipment to something. This is the pot I've been waiting for. This is the pot I've been dying for, because this is the pot where I actually met you.
Yeah.
So go ahead and break down your first memory of my shipment and when me, EJ, Yella
boy,
when we hit the pound. Go ahead and tell them how that was.
Okay. So how that went. So that Friday came. Y'all came with somebody from Lauderdale too, named Strawbridge, Jaquan Strawbridge.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't believe in jizzles, bro. I didn't believe in it because, like I said, I'm not a bully. So when y'all came, you already know we seen this temperature, but I think Quay had came already. Was Quay there when you were there?
Yeah, Quay was there.
Edom, right?
No, yeah, he was in Sedom. He was on the other side.
Exactly. So now when my 2 weeks was up, I became a permanent in Sedom, bro. You feel me? I never hit the pound. So now I became a permanent seat on. All the Chicos and shit didn't like that. You feel me? Kilo felt like I was checking in, staying and seat on him. But it wasn't that I was checking in, my nigga. It's sweet over here, foolie. Fuck I want to be over there for, nigga. To be this fucking, no, nigga. I'm trying to get the fuck go and get the fuck out, nigga. Yeah, I'm a rock with y'all, and yeah, but at the end of the day, it's me, nigga. It's me, dog. It's what the fuck I want. It's not me being a pussy or a bitch or checking in, nigga. See, it almost fucking sweet as fuck. It was just annoying as fuck because there's a lot of pussy ass rules. That I admit. There was no really hanging out like that. It was hanging out because it was everybody was chilling, cool. It wasn't really everybody on that gangster shit like that. All the heads were in seat on too, bro. So what? They checking in too? No, is they fucking smart, nigga. They was done with the wars. They knew that at the end of the day, none of that shit fucking mattered, dog. So that's another thing Kilo tried to use against me, like, oh, you don't want to come hit the pound. So that's why me and Kilo never met eye to eye, dog. Until he finally, they had that war on the rec field with the down south gangsters.
That was the day I came, bro.
Okay, that's another thing. Them DSG niggas, there was one named Dread. He became a blood. He was Jamaican.
He was West Side, right?
I don't know what he was. At first, he was down south gangsters, and until I guess he went to the castle, and he was rocking so hard that he, I don't know, but I know him from Broward Juvenile, and he jumped me when I was in Broward Juvenile with 2 other black niggas. I was the only Chico in my dorm in Broward Juvenile floor, bro, when I was 17. The DSGs wanted me to rock with them too when Dredd seen me, because after Dredd jumped me and all them boys, because when I was in Juvenile, I was the only Chico, bro. I was fighting these niggas in showers, bro. I had to fight these niggas in a little ass shower, bro. Just, everywhere I went, though, I had to fight. I was like, fuck, nigga. And niggas see me and they're like, yo, we need you. We want, rock with us. Let's do it. Because at the end of the day, niggas want a real one with them. That's how you gonna win a war. Like, but I was already told them I'm with the Chicos, so they were like, So boom, back to you, right? So that whole Jizzle thing, Loco was putting me on point of how that whole Jizzle thing works, and basically what all the new recruits, what all the new like orange hats that come, you got to see which ones are like pussy, which ones are you can prey on. So he's telling me how to do all this. I told him, bro, I don't want no Jizzles. I don't want that. If anything, if there's a Chico, I got him. Like, he's with us. If he's on that, and if he's accepting the fact that there's no going back, I'm gonna give you that choice. I'm not gonna tell you coming. No, I'm gonna tell you what it is and what it ain't. So he's telling me the whole rundown. If I see a blood, if I see a Tampa, if I see, he's telling me if I see these people, this is let him know or let them know ain't no play, no love. But I wasn't really on that. My focus was the Chicos, bro. If I see a new Chico and he's good, I'll make sure he's in good hands. You understand? That's when I see y'all and I see you. I'm like, look at this fucking white boy all tatted up. And they're already saying that you're a blood.
Yeah.
You feel me? And they're already, plotting or whatever it is they're doing. You weren't my main. You had nothing to do with me because, like I said, I didn't want nothing to do with flipping niggas like that. My concern was get the Chicos, if he's real or not, and let's go.
Yeah, them Zoes was on me.
Yes, them Zoes.
They get me. I heard it too. Like the second I got there, someone told me, they were like, "Yo, bro, they're gonna get you with a brick," and that's when my dog, Lil Joseph Bompartito, the only Italian that was in there, he became a orderly, whatever, and he found me a nail. And that's how I had the poker. I had that nail, and I was finna go and, the head of the Zoes was a couple bunks away.
Exactly, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Exactly, bro, yeah. So that Zoes and G's weren't really too much on the flipping shit. It was them Zoes, bro. Them Zoes them niggas just wanted to run everything, dog.
Yeah.
That's why, that's another thing. I fuck with the Zoes, dog. There's a lot of Zoes I fucked with, but supposedly Zoes and the G's and the Chicos were tied when that whole war went down. And those Zoes really went in. All the G's and the Chicos went in. Because them Zoes really, it was all a manipulation, bro. them niggas had the biggest numbers. They wanted to stay the biggest numbers.
Yeah.
But I fucked with a lot of Zoes. But look who was the head at that time, Gucci. And he was fucking boys, bro. You remember that? You ain't know about that?
I remember the rumor, but I never met him.
Yeah, the nigga, they X'd him out and all. Nigga, he was the leader. And I thought this nigga,
he was doing something in the box with the white boy.
nigga, he was doing something with some jit there from Palm Beach. I forgot his name, dog. And there was another Zoe. There was another Zoe. He was tall. It was KJ was the head. Then when KJ left, he became the head. Forgot his fucking name, dog. And it wasn't Mark. Mark fought Quay. I forgot his name. But he told Gucci like
I remember Mark.
Yeah, Mark fought Quay. That's when
big ass Zoe.
Yeah, and Quay rocked him.
Big stupid ass.
Hey, but Quay rocked him, bro.
Yeah. Quay bumping.
Yeah, I already know. That's when the Sevens and all y'all got your numbers up and y'all went to war. I remember that. We're gonna get to that. So boom. So I don't really recall what you did that made me come up to you. Like I know you did something and with a Chico or something, and I was like, I see this white boy got tattoos. I see he's got this attitude, like, cause you really didn't. Wasn't there somebody else there like saying we're good or something? Like, what is it that?
When I went in the, when I first got into C-Dorm, that day I found out that this kid from Jacksonville who was supposed to be a blood brought home a Mexican that was his bunkie.
Okay.
And when I found that out on the van, I didn't like that shit at all because one person can't bring you home. And the Mexican that folded his flag was supposed to be a 13 from the street. So I didn't respect that shit. Like you hopping, you know what I'm saying? You just jumping
Exactly.
with no purpose. So when we got to C-Dorm, it was me, Sense, EJ, all them boys, right? And Quay had actually came up and I got into it with Akon. You remember Akon?
Akon.
The 7, the black ass 7 from Tampa?
Akon. I don't remember him.
Akon was in there. He was on your side though, but me and Akon had got into it in juvie before.
Akon. Yeah. Akon and the other and Singleton.
Yup. So me and Akon got into it in juvie because when I went in juvie, he walked up and he was like, "Oh, what size shoe you is?" And I was like, "My size, fuck." And that started a whole thing. You see what I'm saying? See, me, EJ, Junebug, you remember Shad? Me, Junebug, EJ, Akon, we was all in juvie together. We was all in the tent, and then we all went to county, and then we all went to prison. So we literally went through everything together. You know what I'm saying? And when I hit C-Dorm, Akon ran up like he had pressure. So it was more like just Tampa was standing there, but EJ and them was like, "Nah, bro, dead that shit, bro. Like, we supposed to rock together type shit. Even though I'm blood, I'm from the city. You feel me?"
Okay, yeah.
So I stepped to the kid from Jacksonville talking about he NTG. I sit him down and I sit down the Mexican and I tell them both of them are folded. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts. Y'all folded. However y'all want to rock about it, we can rock about it. And them boys just folded. You feel me? Like they wasn't on shit. So everyone was like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Especially the Zoes. And there was a Chico with glasses that was rocking with the Zoes that was in there. He walked up to me and he was like, "Hey, bro, me and my brothers want to holler at you." So we walk into the corner, in the corner bunk, and I'm thinking that this is when they're gonna fire me up. You feel me? But I didn't walk over there with nobody. I walked over there just me.
Yeah, they were surrounding you. I remember you were talking.
And it was like, why did you fold your only 2 brothers? And I just told him, I was like, man, they was dub. I'd rather be 1 strong than 500 weak. If you ain't finna be real right, rocking with this shit, you ain't nothing. And just like how I folded them, if I wasn't here, y'all would have folded them. So fuck them. It is what it is. And they was like, oh, all right, we respect that. And they try to give me the rundown, like, oh, you good while you in C-Dorm, but when you go over to the pound, it is what it is. But I didn't believe that shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that shit, I was the only blood in C-Dorm at that point. And what ended up happening was a Mexican came in talking about he's a Crip. I forget where everyone was. I remember not everyone was there. I think everyone was like at school or some shit.
His name was Lewis?
I forget, bro.
Short.
Yeah.
He said he was a crew from Texas or some shit.
So when he came in, I stepped to him and I told him to sit down on the bunk, and me and EJ was sitting there, and I knew some Crip shit, some knowledge. So I'm checking him. I'm telling him I'm a Crip. And he didn't really know his shit like that, you feel me? But he knew some shit. And I'm like, man, bro, you ain't Crip cuz, all this shit. Like, I'm trying to finesse him. Like, bro, you got to fold that shit. You got to break it off. And he's like, oh, this, that, and the third, da. So we get him in the bathroom. And when we get him in the bathroom, it was me, it was EJ, and then it was that redheaded jit from Tampa. He wasn't the 7, though. I forget his name. He was short. But that jit choked him out, and me and EJ started poking him up. So I'm poking him in his rib, and EJ, you know what I'm saying, we're beating the fuck out of him while we're doing this. But we look up, and the jit that's choking him out, like the Mexican jit turning blue. You know what I'm saying? So we like, damn, bro, like let him go, you tripping. He lets him go. The Mexican jit hits the floor, like he's out of there. You know what I'm saying? So we got the poker. We like trying to poke him, like, bitch, wake up. He ain't moving. So we thought he died. You know what I mean? Because he wasn't waking up. We thought he was dead.
Did y'all put him in the back store or no?
Yeah, we stuffed him under the toilet, bro.
Yeah, you drag, yeah.
So we drug him, because remember the last one was like a box, the piss box?
Yeah, exactly.
So we drug him back there and we stuck him under the toilet, and then we all walked out of the bathroom. And you know, my fucking bunk was right next to the bathroom.
Yeah.
You feel me? So we all sat down and shit. That's when you had ran up. And you ran up on me, and you were like, man, what's up?
Yeah, I was hard-headed.
You was on that gangster shit, though. Like, you came right, but you didn't run up on nobody from Tampa, because I think what had happened was before we did it, y'all had came and talked to us. And we was like, we got to him first. You see what I'm saying? Even though he's a Chico, though. And it's like an understood thing. The Chicos, TOH, the Chicos.
Yeah,
but we had just got there. So we didn't really know that shit. And we popped off with them. So we kind of felt like that was us, even though y'all felt like that was y'all. And y'all green-lighted the TOH.
Yeah.
But what happened was, the reason you ran up on me is because I'm blood. And y'all didn't know I was from the city. Y'all thought only the 7s was going to TOH them. So
okay.
that's when you ran up, and I'll let you tell the story about how you ran up and how that went.
Yeah, so boom. So now I get it. Now I understand too why you guys were able to stay, like the 7s and the Bloods, because Quay was there, right?
Quay was in there.
So when Quay came from Butler, they put him a permanent seat on.
Yup.
So now all the heads are tripping out. They don't know what to do to flip this nigga. They can't flip him because they don't want to lose their fucking up there and seat on. Some of them are blue hats. So what they did is they made a meeting. And what Quay said was, I just want y'all niggas to stop flipping my brothers. That's it. And that's how it all happened. That's how they fucked up. Because Quay used that time to get the numbers up now. Because he was sick of all his brothers getting flipped.
And they got up quick.
And they became the whole E-Dorm. I know. And that's what shit, yeah, nigga. So boom. So now, with you, right? I remember seeing you, bro. When I first seen you, I'm like, yo, this nigga looks like bad news. Why? Because I'm used to seeing white boys, but like now I'm in prison. I really haven't seen white boys like you in there yet. Yeah. You know, I'm around boys that's cutting themselves, talking about TOHs. Now you got tattoos and shit. I'm like, okay, this nigga look kind of gangster. You feel me? So I'm like, okay. So then that's when I hear just the whole me hearing it was a Chico kind of like got me like, and then I felt like y'all finessed because we didn't agree that you were gonna be involved and you were a blood.
Yep.
And then that's whenever I came, I you know, it's not that I checked you, but you stood your ground. It's you had this demeanor and attitude like nigga, yeah, I got you, I feel you, but still, you understand? And that's what I got. You understood what I was saying, but at the end of the day, you were like, you still on what you saying.
Yeah.
And then that's when, you know, Chico's and Loco and them, they were like, yo, just fall back. If anything, whatever happens to him when he's out there. And, you know, you were stuck on that. You weren't going to fold. You know, you were, you know, and after that, I guess we never really talked again, dog.
We never did, bro. That was the only interaction we had, bro.
Yeah, bro, when over nothing, over what, you flipping this dude, like, and look at us now, bro, like.
That shit's crazy, dog. When I seen you, bro, when I seen you on the live, your first comment was, what you had said, oh, you said, was you rocking that something?
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, I was a jizzle, bro. What the fuck you think? That shit was funny as hell, dog. And then when you broke down who you said you was in, I was like, you know these people, we must have been, like, was you in C-Dorm? You was like, yeah. I was like, well, you must have rocked with the Chicos, because you Chico.
Yeah.
So you must have known buddy that ran up on me, and then you was like, that's me. I was like, oh, shit, that's you. I like that shit, though, dog, because it was like, you stood up for somebody you didn't know, but you stood up for somebody that at the end of the day was a representation of your people, because technically you would have been affiliated with your people off rip. You see what I'm saying? And that was my first time experiencing prison respect, in a sense. Somebody that's willing to step out of that boundary and step to you and be like, hey, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And it was a mutual respect. Like, you came up on your shit and I was on my shit. And at the end of the day, this is like, I just got here, so I gotta be like, you know what I mean? But I like that shit, though. I respected that shit. I didn't know that you flamed up Mike, though. I didn't know that. I didn't know who did that. I heard KJ was in it, and that's why I wanted to stab him in his head while he was sleeping. But I never got the chance to, because they flipped the dorm and they found my poker. And that's what pissed me off, is because when they found my poker, I was hoping I didn't get caught. What happened was, you know how they rush in and they bring the metal detector and everybody got to stand up with their mat and shit?
Yeah.
I had a razor too. I had a razor and I had the poker. The poker was in my mat. The razor was in my mouth. So when we lined up, you got to line up, put your mat through, and then you got to go in the bathroom and strip. I spit the razor out. Tink, tink, tink. But the COs didn't hear the shit. But every other person that was around us, bro, they're all looking at me like, damn, this white boy had a blade the whole time. But I'm thinking to myself, like, I got to get this poker out. You feel me? So I'm trying to reach in there while, like, holding my shit. I can't get it out. I'm just thinking, I don't want to get caught because somebody going to think I'm checking in. You feel me? Somebody going to think I'm checking in, whatever it is. And my dogs was all hitting the pound. You remember the Russians? Big Russia and Little Russia?
Yeah.
My dogs. Those are my dogs right there.
They became Zoes. Right?
Hell nah. The
really,
Russians?
The Russians. And with the glasses?
That's Indu. That's Big Russia.
Okay, that was another Russia.
That's Little Russia was the tall one.
The tall one, okay.
But they never became, they was Albanians.
Yeah, it was Albanian. They didn't become Zoes, but the Zoes wanted them to become Zoes.
Yeah,
like,
because they was rocking.
Yeah, they was doing.
Because Doc, you remember Doc, the tall crip?
Yeah.
Doc was the one that fought Indu.
Oh, that's right.
And left him with a black eye.
Yeah, so they respected him.
So when I came to C-Dorm, Big Russia was still in there, and then he went to F-Dorm. And when I came with Little Russia, which was the big brother, but he's the little brother technically, but he's bigger. And when he went over there, he didn't even get a TOH because they saw how the other Russia was rocking. Like,
exactly, and that's his brother. They ain't gonna touch his brother.
Those are my dogs, bro. Those are my so I was dying to hit the pound. I'm like, I want to hit this shit. I want to start chewing shit up. I want to make a name. I met Brando. I met Shaq. I'm meeting all my brothers. I'm like, hell yeah, we gonna rock out. And I boofed. They put my shit through the metal detector. I get knocked off with the poker. And that's honestly the reason why I cut people's was because I wasn't out there to do nothing. So it's like,
yeah,
I'm gonna just whack his ass while I'm in here and just and that shit traveled to the pound. People were talking on the pound. You feel me? And then Brando came into my room after, and I got out of confinement. I went to D-Dorm, and that same Mexican that I folded in the beginning, the one that tried to be a blood, became a Crip. So because I just cut the Crip in my cell, when I moved in there, I fought him immediately and I beat the fuck out of him in the showers. And then you remember the GD that got his finger shot off? I forget his name. He was a short black jit, and he I think he was from Jacksonville, but he was a GD. And his finger was missing because it got shot off right before he came to prison.
Didn't he fold?
Man, he should have.
Which one? Then I know there was a G that was like, I think I know what you're talking. I don't know if it's the same one. How much time he had? 30? 20?
Nah, he didn't even have that much time, bro. He had a little bit of time. But anyway, after I beat up the Crip, it was only me, one of my brothers, and a cutthroat. And this is when my people had just popped off in Edom. They popped off on the X-Men, but a Zoe got hit up too. And because of that, we was in there. There was one Zoe in there with us, and there was a couple of X-Men, and the GDs were gonna rock behind them. So me and my brother, we like, fuck it, we finna just take off. When I go to school, the GD with his finger missing takes a whole bunch of GD gang knowledge, puts it under my bunk, and then he told Officer Cruz.
Officer fucking Cruz.
So that's when I came. Cruz got me out of school and took me. You know how they take you in that room, the officer room, and they got the little shower and they strip you down and shit. They took me in there and he told me who told him. Buddy put the gang knowledge under my bunk and went up and told Cruz. He's like, hey, that shit's under his bunk. And he told me, and I got put under investigation. And me and DJ were in the cells next to each other in confinement. And I never hit the pound again. I turned 19 and I got shipped to Lancaster.
Damn.
That shit was wild, bro.
That shit, nigga. That's not even the whole story. That's 2 weeks. I just told you, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm gonna have to keep bringing you on because there's a lot of shit to talk about.
Hey, nigga, we so traumatized. Look, my nigga.
Got that cutter ready.
Hey, no, but this is a work knife, though. Let me stop. But yeah, dog, it's good talking to you, bro. We gotta do it, man.
Hell yeah. Hey, I mean, this is the first time we actually spoke. You know, you pulled up on the Instagram live and we chopped it up real quick. We DM back and forth. But after hearing you speak and hearing your mentality, how you form your words, your thought process, I can see why certain people associated with you, like Brando, like DJ, and I can say I got a lot of respect for you, bro. I got a lot of respect for how you held yourself down. I got a lot of respect for how you was rocking in prison. I really respect your mentality over everything because my biggest flaw was trying to prove myself. And that stemmed from a lot of things growing up. You know what I'm saying? But I respect how you went in there with the solid ass mentality and how you came out and you able to do your thing. So I definitely want to bring you back on for more stories because like you said, that's only 2 weeks inside of prison and you done did more than one bid. But if you want to go ahead and shout out your social media, any shout outs you want to do, you can go ahead and do that now, bro.
You know, my Instagram, Olo. You know, instead of Solo or Dolo, it's Olo, O-L-O. Olo, Mike 1 Mil. You know what I'm saying? My name Michael Ramirez, man. You know, I wanna shout out to I basically want to shout out to all them boys in there, man. All them boys, you know, a lot of them boys that we did time with that, you know, that ain't got the mentality we got, that are still lost, that are still hoping that their story could be told through people like us.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying? I want to shout out to my dog Junior, man. He's doing 10 years. He's been down since he was 14. He got he coming home real soon. That's really good. You know, I want to shout out I just want to shout out to the world, man. You know, don't judge our interview. Don't judge nothing, man. You know, just you don't want to fucking watch this shit. You don't got to watch this. You know, we're just fucking trying to make something happen, just like everybody in life is trying to make something happen. As for Jake, I respect with what you're doing. You're smart as fuck. You made a way, and you just got to keep doing what you're doing. And bro, something can really happen. And you motivated me to want to do this and tell that story and just be like, yo, it's about time is out. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
But other than that, yeah, we just chilling. I'm finna go shower and shit, man. You know, shout out to my people, man. That's it, man. That's
Definitely.
it.
Well, hey, I appreciate you, bro. I'm definitely gonna bring you back on. We're gonna run that part 2, that part 3. You got a lot of shit to say. But you know, till next time, bro, I'm gonna holler at you.
All right, bro. Love, bro.